What's up, guys? Cyber Houdini here, and welcome back to the State of Gaming podcast. This is episode number 5. I've decided to kind of take these and wait for some really nice topics to come along, some games I'm excited for, and basically just do a little just chat and stream, a little podcast around it, you know, my own little take on podcasts. Sure, why not, you know? So, the last couple we've done was basically the PS5 Future of Gaming event and the Xbox Game Showcase. Now, today, Warner Brothers have finally let the bat out of the bag, as I like to put it, and we finally got a reveal for Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, both of their games. We got Warner Brothers Montreal and Rocksteady, legendary Rocksteady. They're going through a little bit of hot water right now, but I suppose it's kind of the way things are going in the industry, you know. Hopefully we'll get a lot of change across the whole industry. But this is exciting times, right? I've been waiting for this for like what feels like 2 years. I've been talking about it definitely all year long, if not more. We got a little tease of it back in January before the COVID hit. But that was it. And here we are, finally. Ooh, I can't wait to talk about this. I'm super excited. Very, very different direction. But I'm hyped. Hello, how's it going? Dynamite, welcome on in. And Eric, the one and only. How's it going, guys? It's something a little different. I know. Is the chat box... Let's see. It's been a while since I messed around with this. Let me get that chat box going. Come here. Little chat. Oh, it's over there for some reason. Yeah, it must have been a new update or something. That's the one thing I didn't check. The alert box is fine. We'll just move it over. Lovely jubbly. I'm not sure why it moved over there. A little stinker. Control. Alright, get your butt over there, you hear me? There you go. Alright, these things happen. Every update breaks something. Ah, yes. So in the background, we just got a nice little slideshow of basically just some of the fresh images we've got from Gotham Knights and the Suicide Squad. So they really did go out of their way at the weekend. Jesus Christ. They showed off so many movies as well. I'm super hyped for the Batman. You know, I'm kind of on the middle with Robert Patterson, is that his name? Yeah, because of Twilight. But he has done some good movies in between. So, here's hoping, right? Here's hoping. And Colin Farrell maybe as the Penguin. Oh, God. I won't be showing too many of the trailers because I don't want to get destroyed, which I probably will. But the gaming stuff we're fine. Well, usually we're fine with. But I hope you all had a great weekend. Thought it'd be nice to start off the week with this. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. You know? Ah, yes. It's not very often I get to do these. I wanted to make it a monthly thing, but just everything that's been going on, it's just been horrible. And, you know, it's a nice break from gaming to do these. A little gaming podcast, why not, you know? Why not? Sometimes this music's good, sometimes it's not. A little bit of synth. To kick off the week. Oh, yes! I appreciate you guys being here so early. I don't know what I think of Gotham Knights. Yeah, oh, dude, I'm exactly the same. Hello, Queenie, how's it going? Did you see they just released a teaser for Lord of the Rings? Yeah, we've been kind of laughing about that one for a while. It's done by, I think is it Dialect or Daedalic Entertainment? I can never pronounce half of these studios' names. But they're used to doing like point and click stuff. And apparently they put hair on Gollum to make him less creepy. But he still looks completely and utterly bug-eyed. I mean, Jesus, Dynamite did a better job of putting hair on him. Dynamite has one where he's got like ginger hair or something. How was your weekend, Queenie? How was everyone's weekend? They announced all this stuff. I think it was pretty much around Saturday/Sunday morning for us. And I was going to do a stream. But I usually don't stream at the weekend. I keep it for myself. So, after all the teasing, we finally know about Warner Brothers Montreal game. Now, I had heard there's a Superman game coming too, but we'll see about that. Yeet! Hello, Fire Lily! Thank you for the yeetiness. First game we're going to start off with is, like I said, Warner Brothers Montreal's Gotham Knights. Dynamite sent me a lot of stuff, a lot of information on it, but I kind of had heard most of it already, but it's always nice to get caught up. The original rumor for this, let's slide over to and watch the trailer for it. We've got 2 trailers. We got the world premiere trailer, CGI, as you do, and then very nicely we have a full gameplay trailer, which yeah, I'm hyped for. Display. Let's turn that on. Loop it. Turn the music off. All right, let's go. So this is Gotham Knights.
The story's evolving rapidly. Please bear with
We heard
us.
this really loud boom. There was smoke everywhere.
Emergency services have confirmed that they've discovered a body buried in the wreckage. We're still waiting for
So the rumor is that this does not continue the Arkham universe at all. It's a whole separate thing, which is very strange. Even though it's the same as Arkham, Bruce. You know, any spoilers out there? Be careful, but you know, Bruce basically fakes his own death at the end. But in this universe, Barbara is up over a wheelchair, Gordon is dead, and Batman is apparently dead as well. I don't believe it for a second. There's the man himself.
If you're watching this, I'm dead.
Let's turn the volume up just a wee bit. Hopefully you can hear and see okay. Let me know if you can't. How was your weekend, Fire Lily?
Triggered when I destroyed the cave and everything it contained.
So yeah, you see a shot of her wheelchair there?
Long for Gotham's criminals to realize the Batman is gone.
So in Gotham Knights, it does not have Arkham in it. It doesn't even have the word Batman in it. We play as 4 of the Bat family.
Protectors more than ever.
No longer is there a Dark Knight to keep an eye on Gotham streets. But the rest of the Bat family must rise up. Robin, Batgirl, Red Hood, and Nightwing. Very weird to see Red Hood in there. That's the only one I'm weirded out on. Especially after Arkham Knight. I think they should have picked Azrael as the 4th, but that's just me. It probably would have broke the game because everyone would just pick Azrael. Alright. I was hoping this game would be November, but it's going to be 2021. Looks like COVID claims another victim, right? Closest thing this makes me... It's action RPG, they're calling it now, Dynamite. And the closest thing I can think of the combat reminds me of, and the numbers popping up, is Assassin's Creed. The newer Assassin's Creed. Maybe Batman's Creed, I don't know. So this is semi-gameplay right now. It's still the trailer. We got Batgirl. This is something I'm kind of happy in a way. I want to play all the new stuff on PS5 anyway. Nightwing! Now you might say, oh no, four characters, is it 4-player co-op? No! It can be played completely in single player. But for the first time ever, it's also, the whole story can be done in 2-player co-op. Boom, ba, bum. I'll probably play a good chunk of it like single player unless someone... Well, it looks like you can just drop in, drop out. We'll pause, we'll go through everything. I'm more excited for Gotham Knights than I am Suicide Squad. And I love Rocksteady. Boom! Nice twin takedown. We saw a lot of that in Arkham Knight. Lots of traps. And of course, the Batpod. Oh, okay, so they're all driving the Batpod. I had a feeling that maybe each of them would have a different vehicle. It's all good if you guys don't really like Batman or any of that kind of stuff. That's all good. I won't spend too long. This is going to be a nice, short and sweet podcast. We've only got 2 trailers. Hello, ghouls! Hello, hello, hello!
No one talks about them.
You gotta get a creepy kid to do it, huh? The Court of Owls.
Not a whisper word is said.
Yeah.
If you try to cross them,
Now there is a rumor.
then the town strikes you dead.
The talon strikes you dead. There is a rumor that man, that thing breaking out of that fucking coffin. Here's a cool thing you guys might not know, but you can go frame by frame on YouTube. See? Just by some keystrokes. Well, it doesn't like me going frame to frame. So apparently that could be Batman, controlled by the Court of Owls and the Talons. I had heard there's some great news, some crazy news going on. How was everyone's weekend, Goose? How's your Monday doing? How's everyone's Monday? We're fucking doing it. So yeah, if I get like a half an hour and 45 minutes out of this, I'll be happy. Then we're gonna play some Samurai Jack. because I've been thinking about that game all weekend, baby. All weekend! So a nice little trailer. I thought that's all we were going to get. Step into the night. The original... Now, here's the thing, right? I think there's a whole lot of crazy shit going on between Rocksteady and Warner Brothers Montreal. Even though Warner Brothers own both of them, I think there's a little bit of a piston match going on. Who knows? Because this game was originally called Arkham Legacy. Remember when I told you this? It was originally called the Arkham Legacy. You know, carrying on the legacy of Bruce. But somewhere in the fucking year, there was a whole mix around. And now, for some reason, this game isn't in the Arkham universe, but the Suicide Squad game is, and it's nothing got to do with Batman at all. I don't know. I know it's like Kill the Justice League, but I well believe that Batman won't even show up in the Suicide Squad game. They've long said, Rocksteady have said that they're done with Batman. They want to just kind of move on. It looks like DC and Warner Brothers still have their hands on them, but I suppose it's a good thing. They've made very great games. It's always nice to see new IP as well. Because you can start to get burned out on these things. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We need competition for Spider-Man, right? Pretty good. Lovely. Not sure. Enemy health bars. Yeah. Since the traditional combat. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be... you could probably turn all that stuff off. How's Bernie doing? Any wins today? Bernie's able to stream Fall Guys and be in several chats at the same time. Good, man. Appreciate you. I want them to turn Batman Who Laughs... the Batman Who Laughs into a game. Yeah, I want a Batman Beyond game. Stop pussying around giving us skins and give us a goddamn Batman Beyond game. I want an old Bruce. I want Terry McGinnis going around in a fucking jet suit, bat suit. Hey everyone, good evening. Hello Amid, good evening. We're just talking about the 2 new Warner Brothers games that were announced over the weekend. Oh, Jesus. IKEA had my soul of the weekend. I'm all stiff and for some reason one ass cheek is sore. How does that even happen? Sitting on the ground, building desks and units and shit. So yeah, if I was to say who I'm going to play as most in this game, it's probably going to be Batgirl and Nightwing. For some reason Red Hood has these incapacitating bullets or something. The whole concept is so stupid. Just fucking either kill them or change the character. That's why I think they should get Azrael in there. We'll see. You know, it's a long way off. I'd say maybe March of next year if you're lucky. But I'm thinking like summer. They have the whole of next year now that Suicide Squad game is 2022, which is even weird to even announce it. But there you go. So they have the whole year to themselves. For all we know, it could be next holiday. And in that time, one of the big guys will probably get some exclusive character or some shite. The way Spider-Man has turned up in that Marvel Avengers game. I can't get excited for the Marvel Avengers game. I don't know. It's not that I'm not a Marvel guy. It's just, I don't know. It just feels like a walking cutscene. But we'll see. We shall see.
It was automatically triggered when I destroyed the cave and everything it contained.
Oh.
No, it won't take long for Gotham's criminals to realize the Batman is gone.
Is that Kevin Conroy, I wonder? It's hard to tell now. He's getting a little old too. And as he does, so does his Bruce. And it makes more sense for Batman Beyond. Come on! Futuristic, cyberpunk, fucking Gotham. It's time. It's time.
Technology is outdated.
And like Terry McGinnis used to get the shit kicked out of him all the time. Because he was just a kid in a suit, you know?
Always had my back when I needed you.
But he would learn and he would get better and better.
Gotham safe.
I love Batman Beyond. I think that's like peak Batman for me. I love the Batman, the animated series. I'll never forget it. But as I got a little bit older, Batman Beyond came along. That was the bees bollocks. So you've got Robin, Tim Drake's Robin. Then you're gonna have Jason Todd's Red Hood, and then Nightwing. He was the first Robin, right? It's a little bit confusing. You basically got 3 Robins and a Batgirl there. You know, I remember seeing this porno one time. But I think Gotham City looks great. We've already seen a little bit of gameplay. We can move right over to that, and it looks fantastic in terms of graphics. All right, so this is the actual gameplay we got straight afterwards. It's mainly Batgirl stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, her chatter on the mic is a little bit annoying, a little bit cringy. So I hope they can tidy that up a little bit. Christ. They didn't even get the same voice actors, I don't think, as the Arkham series. and she sounded great as Barbara Gordon. I've always had a thing for Batgirl, even in the crazy movie with the bat nipples and Alicia Silverstone is Batgirl. So here we go, we're starting off, boom, this is gameplay. Batgirl on the Batpod. We'll be able to drive around the whole of Gotham. Let's turn this up as well. So the story is that, you know, Gordon is dead, Commissioner Gordon. That's Barbara Gordon's father. Batman is seemingly dead. I don't think he is, but he has blown up pretty much the Wayne Manor, all of the Batcaves, but he's left the Belfry. So it's literally the bats in the Belfry. He's left that, and now what's left of the Bat family have to basically clean up Gotham. I love the way she hops off that Batpod. There's a lot of stuff happening super fast. But that is gameplay. She's doing wheelies. She just hops off and abandons that thing. I love it. Her cape is a little bit strange as well, but she's always had a smaller cape. But it just feels a little wooden, weirdly enough. Alright, cool. So we've got our first little boss in the game, Mr. Freeze, of course. And if you look very close, it'll say Robin has joined the session. So it's going to be drop in, drop out, optional co-op. Not 4-player, 2-player. You can play through the whole story with someone else. Which is cool. But the thing that's scaring everyone is this new leveling system, damage meters. Because Assassin's Creed introduced all that, and it kind of got it wrong. Each of the 4 have their own special powers. Robin's just happens to be teleportation. For fuck's sake. He's got teleportation thanks to the Justice League satellite, the Oliver Queen satellite, right? So he can do that. They've all got their own weapons, it's cool. Oh, there we go, jumping off an ambulance, fucking them up. Just because it's winter, it kind of gives me that Division vibe. And then you got the numbers as well. There's a lot going on screen. We got a leveling system up in the top left corner. Alright, you can see my cursor. Okay, I'll leave that on there. That might be for the better. Sorry. And she's pulling off some super moves. My shit is in the way, but she's got a health bar. Obviously, the UI is not final. The UI is the last thing they work on. But she's got a little purple health bar down the bottom and multiple segments for doing her special powers. Boo! Batter chatter. Yeah, it is like chatter. I don't know. You'll hear her now in a bit, goes, and it's a little cringy. It's a little cringy. She keeps doing one-liners. I'm like, damn, she wasn't that cringy in the other games. I feel you. I don't care about the Marvel game. Yeah, anyone tried the beta? Yeah, I got it early and then I got sick and then it flew past me. But I mean, I like both sides. I'm more burnt out on the movies, but the games, it's hard to get burnt out on the games. The thing I have an issue with, it just seems to never hand you over to the controls. Even when Iron Man's flying, you're just kind of watching him. It's like, damn, when do I get to play? Now that Gordon is gone, the Gotham PD don't give a flying shit. They're just opening fire, killing people. So Alfred is still around. Now, people thought he died in Arkham Knight. Well, apparently not. Well, I don't know. He might have been in the Wayne Manor. I don't know. But like we said, this is not connected to Arkham Knight, even though it feels very much like it is. With the whole fucking Batman send-off. This is a cool way of showing it off. Like, we love Mr. Freeze. He's turned the whole of Gotham into a frozen metropolis. You'll see now in a bit when she's running around. Her cape, just keep an eye on her old cape.
If anyone asks, I meant to do that.
I bet you did. Is that Robin? What kind of mask is he wearing there? Looks like a full face mask. Like I thought it was Red Hood for a second. See? That's a bit strange. Is it like a motorcycle helmet? I think when you play solo, you can switch between them. But for certain story beats, like this one, I think it's Barbara and Tim. Robin and Batgirl. I don't know how I feel about that helmet. It's fucking so close to Red Hood, it's crazy. I would have went Azrael. Like, imagine a badass samurai dude. I would have loved Azrael. Because there's too many mixed opinions on Red Hood. He spent a whole game being a dickhead. Trying to kill Batman. Let's play as him! Yay! I like that Tonfa. She's got this like Tonfa with a stun baton on her. Cool. Yeah, apparently Alfred outlives. Yeah, but so can Batman then, right? So can Bruce. I like the music. I don't actually mind the numbers, but I'd say you can turn that off. So I've been playing a lot of ESO lately, so I'm used to health bars and that.
Dad, you're it.
But it's pretty obvious that both companies want to distance themselves from the Arkham series, which is okay, you know, it's time to move on. We're still getting superhero games, so many. You have 4 games, so many people didn't play Arkham Origins. Go play that badass game if you need your Arkham fix. But is it not time to move on from press Y, press Y. Oh, did you press Y? Press Y. Press Y and B, press Y. You know, let's do something else. New generation, new games, new style. Let's fucking blow the roof off this bitch. We'll always have the Arkham games. They're there. They'll never get old. I like it. Biggest crush on Barbara Gordon. Right, which one? Just in general? I mean, she's a redhead. She can kick ass and build you a PC at the same time. Oh, yeah. I mean, when they did it in the movie, as bad as the movie was, you know, Alicia Silverstone, let's be honest here. And she spends the whole movie in leather on a motorbike.
I see the weather machine, ready with the disruptor. That thing's drawing so much power.
It's interesting. It's definitely different. And I'm excited for different. Different is good. I know the screen's a little bit small. Hopefully it's enough. I'm sorry if it's not. I like they went with the white eyes as well. Very comic book style. I'm down for that.
It's charging.
What do you think, Daniel? What do you think of her voice? You know the joke where Batman tells Robin to check the battery and the Batman will be like, what's it? A Terry? Oh my god. It's a Terry McGinnis. Hey, there's Pyro. How's it going, dude? We're just talking about the 2 new announcements. How do you feel on it, man? I know you're a big lover of the Arkham games. I don't think that we've got through a single Batman game without Mr. Freeze in it, have we? In some capacity. The only problem with, you know, like there's a great, we've always wanted a boss fight, a proper boss fight. We're getting it now, but will it turn them into bullet sponges? That's a big health bar. It's a lot of numbers, very MMO-esque. And it says as you level up, enemies will level up with you. The fact that it says you can fight it at level 5 or level 15 makes me think that you could attack this game any way you feel like it. The problem is, will it go into like a games as a service? Which is something we don't want, you know? Like paying for level ups, paying for more experience, that kind of stuff. There was the big surprise. I didn't think it was going to slip into 2021. And I don't really like that step into the night. But I suppose it makes sense. Like, the original tagline was capture the night. So a lot of the story beats is going to be still there from when it was called Arkham Legacy. But I really do think Rocksteady went in there and was like, no, we don't want you using the Arkham name anymore. Because it's been long rumored that those two have not been happy with each other. Well, every time they did a Arkham trilogy, they wouldn't put Arkham Origins in it. It's kind of one of those things where you have to do what your overlord says. So when Warner Brothers wanted another Batman game and Rocksteady wanted more time, they decided to employ Warner Brothers Montreal to make Arkham Origins, which was a great game, some of the best boss fights, but it was still, you know, Arkham City style. It was still low graphic quality, kind of a little bit samey, but yeah, it was interesting. I still like it, and I still consider it part of the Arkham series. Woo! I can't wait to drive this Batpod. Let's see what Pyro has to say. I'm interested in everybody's opinion. One from the cartoon. Yeah, you think for redheads, lovely. I heard Abby was a redhead. Looks like must be similar to Avengers game. Yeah.
An important goal for Gotham Knights was that players
I think it's more going for like Assassin's Creed and the Division, things like that, you know, with the numbers and that. It's only optional co-op, you know. Is it something you'd mess around with? It's actually a kind of a natural transition from Arkham Knight. I hate to say it. I know people are like, what are you talking about? But it really is. Like, how many times did we do those little side missions where you would swap characters? You'd swap over to Nightwing, do the double takedown. The combat's moved on a little bit, but that's a good thing. No longer do we have to wait for another signal. We can just whoop ass. I also had heard, I hope this is a good thing, but I heard that they're going to adopt the Nemesis system. Finally! The Nemesis system started with the Shadow of Mordor games. And basically what it is you've got these kind of captain enemies. And when you kill them, like mini-bosses, they don't die. They get like scars and bits of flesh come off them. And they meet you later and they go, oh, I remember you! And that was the whole thing of the orcs and that in the Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War games. It's really cool. So in this game, they're going to adopt that, apparently, with the Talon, each of the Talons, which are almost like generals for the Court of Owls. So as you go around killing them, they'll come back later stronger than ever. I well believe that Batman has been captured. Wonder if there'll be Riddler. Jesus. It's such an easy way of doing collectibles that I would say yes. I'd say yes. I think they did a good job with Mr. Freeze's design, you know. He's gotten a little more futuristic. He's fucking jetpacking around the place. But he's there, the suit, very Arkham-like, you know. He's got the fishbowl thing going on. Hopefully not. Riddler sucks. Wasn't what I was expecting. Yeah, I know. I'm very interested in it. It's very different. I just hope we don't run into one of these things where you get more fucking experience and all that crap.
Each challenge with their preferred style and their preferred
how do you think it looks? I think it's gorgeous. It's gonna look smashing on the PS5 as well. What's a riffler sounds like a crisp. What time is this set in? And in terms of the comics, I would assume it's around the actual Gotham Knights comic series, right? Or close to. But I mean, me and you understand that it's most definitely was being penned as a carry-on from Arkham Knight, and they've had to say, no, it's nothing got to do with the Arkham series. Like, Batman leaving that basically like last will and testament kind of thing. Especially after the ending of Arkham Knight. It makes sense. I think they had to change it up last minute. It was called Arkham Legacy. Because here's the thing, people would have bought this if they put the Arkham name in it. And they'll buy it anyway, but you're probably gonna have a slow start in sales, I'd say. But Arkham name carries so much weight, you know? And people are desperate for a new one, even though we've had 4. I think this is going to be great. I'm way more excited for this than the Suicide Squad game. Even though Suicide Squad game has only got CGI, I feel like this having optional co-op is going to be the defining difference. With the Suicide Squad, you're going to be stuck with fucking Randys and AFK morons. One guy being King Shark, just humping the fucking ground or something. Yeah. I don't know. I'm all for, you know, co-op on that, but it needs to be optional. If I can't play the game by myself, how the fuck are you expecting me to buy the whole game? You have to like force your friends to play or force yourself to play with Randy's, which is horrible. If it lets, I think some story beats like this one, you're going to be limited to Robin and Batgirl. But then you move on, and then Red Hood's going to be doing something over this side of the city. Nightwing's going to be doing something, you know, that kind of way. But it looks when you're just traveling around, you got the freedom of the city to yourself.
Get away from my storm and
Both look really good. Suppose we can't comment too much on Suicide Squad, right? Because we don't have any fucking clue what it's gonna look like. Nemesis system's so good I might replay it. Yeah, dude. And if they added to this... So, let me see. I have like 3 pages pulled up here for when I had heard the original rumors. Yes. Hopefully it's not too loud. Meow. She's only like 20% cringe. Might be fine. Alright. Let's see. Let me see what we got here. I'm trying to find the one back when it was called Arkham Legacy. Yeah, it's new Batman game. That's what they're calling it, but it's new. It's Gotham Knights, Court of Owls, and there's going to be Suicide Squad cameos. They're going to have a crossover thing going on. And then Warner Bros. Montreal is apparently doing a Superman game as well. We'll see about that. Let's see. Yeah, Suicide Squad is obviously a co-op one, but I feel like that'll be more like a 4-player thing. You'll have to do it. All the rumors pretty much came true, which is good. See if there's any more information here. Let me see. Oracle. Yeah, I heard Catwoman's supposed to be in there. I think that might be the fucking DLC thing. We'll see. Yeah, the Arkham Legacy rumors, yeah. Shifting perspectives, multiple playable protagonists. It'd be cool if you could play through the whole thing again. So, all the... Remember the symbols I was posting on Twitter now? Warner Bros. Montreal started off by showing off these really cryptic shapes. Although we've only heard about the Court of Owls, we're going to see... It's the whole of Gotham, right? The map is huge. I think it's even bigger than Arkham Knight. That's probably something they're going to start positioning pretty soon. Maybe next year, you know, when things start going back to semi-normal. If I was to say when this was coming out, you know, to be generous, I'd say March or April. But the fact that Suicide Squad is 2022, I'm thinking it could be any time next year. They could end up taking a little bit extra time and take some feedback from this trailer, and we might get a holiday next year, which would be a hard wait, but these things happen. You know, we have to... People are so pissed about Suicide Squad being 2022, but you need to understand that 2020 is a write-off. It's just a write-off in terms of games, in terms of everything we've done. You can't even call this a year. It'll go down in history as just an empty, horrible bastard of a year. So any games that are coming out this year were either 90% done or have now been delayed into the next year. So the games we are getting, we gotta be so fucking thankful for. Like a lot of the devs are working from home, but how much can you really do when your big beast of a PC is you know, in the office and you can't get in there? Not to mention the fact that these games are built by teams. You can't work as a team over Zoom. It just doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. Fair enough, the harassment cases probably went down a little bit. but but still, it's tough. It's tough, you know. I love this bit. So it does seem to be a lot of mobility. I'm actually digging the combat. I probably will turn off the numbers. But I actually prefer health bars. Boop. And if you think about it, we did have kind of health bars in the Arkham games. I know you're like, what are you talking about? Well, think of all the enemies, the guys with swords, the ninjas, the assassins. Think of the guys you have to use the beatdown on, and you do half a beatdown, he still's not dead, and all that kind of stuff. So they had their own little fucking invisible health bars. It was there. Just a matter of a few more button presses. But now with these guys, you have more options for mini-bosses. You have more options to bring actual villains into it as a fight, rather than, you know, just a side quest that ends with a little Alfred cutscene with Batman touching his fucking ear every 2 minutes. You know? We have an option to actually fight these people, which is cool. Will it take out the whole Predator stealth thing? We don't know yet. We don't know. We haven't really gone inside an interior yet, besides this boss arena. We'll see about that. That might be something. That might be a hard loss if we get rid of the Predator rooms. But is it time to move on from the gargoyles? Maybe. It's been 4 games. Maybe it's time to just, you know. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. They wouldn't take out all the stealth. I mean, if you think about it, Tim Drake's Robin probably was best suited to be the next Batman anyway. He's got the smarts. Not really got the brawn. He's a skinny little shit. But I mean, that'll just come with time. Nightwing's doing his own thing. I don't think he ever wants to be Batman. Red Hood is just miserable git. Batgirl's doing her own thing. So, you know, I can see as you play as Tim Drake, he'll be using all sorts of gizmos and gadgets that we know and love, you know. Because not once do you see them really use what we're used to. They have special moves, but you don't see like batarangs or see some cool stuff. Anyway, there's so much potential. You can imagine what the skill tree is going to be like and how many cool moves we can lock per character. It opens it up way more than we had with the little Wayne Tech. A few little upgrades here and there, you know. Three batarangs instead of 2, that kind of stuff. Which, you know, just felt like half steps in terms of upgrades. So, you know, change can be difficult at first, but it could be for all the better. They won't besmirch the old games. They'll always be there if you want to play them. Something new. Something cool. Hello, Elaine. How's it going? Happy Monday. How a few low-level villains would be able to kill an OP character. Like so. Oh, in Suicide Squad? Yeah, I know. At first I thought it was Bizarro, but it appears to just be evil Superman. Maybe he's on Red Kryptonite or something. I don't know. We're going to move over to that now in a second. Yeah. I appreciate you guys being here. I know it's all kind of talky. Alright. Because I won't have as much to say about Suicide Squad. It's one measly trailer. The only issue I have with the whole Suicide Squad, same with both movies, is this constant need to rely on Harley Quinn. And she's a cool character, but I have to see that fucking Margot Robbie in makeup one more time. We had that Birds of Prey nonsense as well. I don't know. There's way more to Suicide Squad. If you go back and watch the original Suicide Squad, Will Smith's character Deadshot nearly had more character development than fucking Harley Quinn did. Harley Quinn bitched and moaned, got out of prison, undressed for a bit, moaned about Robin, or moaned about fucking Robin, moaned about Joker. I don't even want to say his name. The Joker doesn't exist in that movie. Fucking douchebag Jared Leto. Ugh. The clown prince of douchebags. So yeah, as I was saying about those little cool symbols we were getting as teases. Obviously we got the Court of Owls. There's heavy rumours about Ra's al Ghul being in there as well. Or Ra's al Ghul before everyone gets triggered like little snowflakes. I also heard that you will be fighting the new Gotham PD. Who's basically out to kill everybody. Just cleansing the fucking city, you know. Trying to think of other stuff as well. Obviously, if there's Ra's al Ghul, we're gonna have like the League of Assassins. There was room for like 6 more circles, but then they changed their whole marketing since January. So who knows what else they were gonna reveal? But yeah, and then the whole Capture the Night thing is gone as well. Boop. Will there be some citizen? Yeah, there definitely is citizens, right? If you watch very closely while Barbara's on her bike, let me find that. She hops off her bike and people just start fucking. Look, that's their civilian cars. This is Gotham actually full of people, not emptied out. There's a bit where she jumps off her bike and you can see people just running. Let me see. I'm nearly sure I saw it and I was like, holy shit, there's NPCs. There was no point in me streaming this over the weekend, these reveals, because they were so spread out, and it was all 5-minute trailer, nothing for 2 hours, 5-minute trailer, so there's absolutely no point. I even watched, like, Kind of Funny doing it, and they had to keep cutting their stream. See people? You see people on the streets freaking the fuck out? And this is full gameplay, I know it doesn't look like it, but watch very closely, when the camera hands it back, he wiggles the bike a little bit. See? Because even the devs, half the time, they can't play their own games right. But I'm excited. I love the wheelie cracks me up because it doesn't change. There you go. Look, Robin has joined the session, so you can see that's how it's gonna work. Boop. There you go. Civilians just screaming, running for their lives, as you do. I'm excited for that. I really am. Woo! It doesn't look like there's much weight to it, so we'll see how that's going. We're just going over the 2 Warner Brothers games that were revealed at the weekend. Some Batman goodness. Have you seen the vid where Willem Dafoe was dressed up? Oh, I haven't. I've seen Nicolas Cage as Superman, though. So, yeah, in terms of... let's see what else. Yeah, someone said, like, I think Catwoman might be the DLC character, but a lot of rumors are pointing towards Harley Quinn being the pre-order. I don't know about that. That's something else I don't think Rocksteady would allow to happen right now. And I know that sounds fucked up and totalitarian. It's like, no, you can't use our characters, but... this is what's going on, I think, you know. Whether it's a Warner Brothers thing or Rocksteady versus Warner Brothers Montreal, I don't know. But it almost seems childish. But I've been talking about this for long enough that when they did the trilogy, they could have just put Origins. You can't play Arkham Origins on PS4 right now. You either have to go through PS Now or play it through backwards compatibility on Xbox with a disc. It is an absolute joke. And all because they don't class it as their trilogy or something. Very silly. So it says you're going to be able to switch between the characters at any time, like GTA 5, but I still think there's going to be some kind of limitation. Like, I do think this is like a story beat. There's a reason why Robin dropped in. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, and I talked about the Nemesis system possibly coming back for some of the Talons, which are like, you know, some of the generals, as I've been saying, of the Court of Owls. The Court of Owls are kind of cool. It's something people can get behind aesthetically. They've got this kind of almost like Great Gatsby fucking 50s or 60s vibe to them, you know. Lot of blacks and golds, all suits and ties. Well, of course, they're fucking psychopaths wearing owl masks and taking over. They're also a rival family to the Waynes as well, right? Yeah. Very, very cool. It's a really cool idea for an enemy. You could see each Talon of the Court of Owls being a district in Gotham, right? Not only have you got your, you know, your Freeze and your Penguin and whoever else shows up, you'll also have them governing over each part of Gotham. So I'm super excited. I can see that for sure. Yeah, let's see. What else?
Gotham Knights is built to let players approach each challenge with their preferred style and their preferred build.
Yeah, there's not really else I can say about the January teases, because I think that was all just completely... They just completely got rid of it, unfortunately. But there are little remnants. This is why this game would still work as being called Arkham Legacy. But I really do think they didn't want to deter from the Suicide Squad game. Whatever. You know, if you want to see it as Arkham Legacy, go ahead. Go right ahead. I don't know what's going on with my Streamlabs lately. It's not telling me about hosts or anything. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Ali, for the host. Thank you, Elaine, for the host. Dynamite. Thank you, everybody. I don't know why Streamlabs is being a doucher today. Sucks. I'll have to reset everything. I think there would be vehicle combat. Damn, that's a good question, Bernie. Oh. Well, like, it's a bat pod. I could definitely see races, right? They'd be silly not to. How do you feel on the driving? Right? It's such a short little snippet, but it's nearly everything we need right now. Let me see if I can find it again. Is it me, or does it feel a little bit... I know they're on ice, right? So we can't exactly gauge it too well, but... And I know it's a bike, but when she goes into the wheelie, it doesn't seem to change anything about the speed of the bike, the weight of the bike. She just, like, it's almost as if you could just stay doing a wheelie the whole way through. But I'm excited. I'd like to see that. I mean, how much realistically could you do with the Batpod? It mightn't even be called the Batpod. I think that was something that Nolan just brought in, right? It might just be called the Bat Bike. I don't know. Who knows? No, it's Batpod. Batpod. There is a bit in the trailer where it shows Red Hood driving one as well, and I'm hoping that each of the characters get their own vehicle now. Because, Tim Drake's Robin always had more of a dirt bike, right? So I'd like to see that, but it's all good. It just would feel a semi-weird to have them all just driving a little bit different color Batpods. But we'll see, like, the Wayne tech it's down, you know? All they've got is a little bit of everything that was left in the Belfry. Like, even Batman himself says, you know, the technology is a bit outdated, but you know, you guys can upgrade it. Anyway, we'll see. I'd be interested to see if they could do that. As far as I can tell, with the Batpod, besides the usual gadgets, it's only ever had like front-facing weapons and that. That's something they could remedy easy. I don't see the Bat tank coming back in any capacity. I don't see. I'm dying to have the Batwing though. Like, Jesus Christ, that would be great. And just have it more than Have it more than the frickin' fast travel. That's cool. It's cool. It's exciting times. When they say 2021, and a lot of people are saying early 2021, you know how things go. You've got early 2021 and allow for a delay or two. So, could be like a summer game. I don't know. This bit's cool. To watch the GDPC just go fucking off like that. GDPD. GCPD. There we go. Mixing up all the letters. Tell me why I don't like Monday. Tell me why I crap my pants now. When I heard about the DC fandom stuff, I know Warner Brothers have like 6 games to announce. Now they've announced 2 of them, and I wasn't expecting any more because it's DC, you know. But they have that Harry Potter RPG coming. They've got that Left 4 Dead game coming. You know, the evolved people. What else? Apparently the Shadow of Mordor guys are working on a new Matrix game to coincide with the movie, but we'll see about that. What else did I hear? I think the Gollum game counts as Warner Brothers, does it? Can't remember. Let me see. Good old Gollum. That new trailer they showed off is literally just the title. It's just the title screen. I wanna shoot. Ooh, if that's gonna be a heavy stealth game, it's gonna be closer to those games. What are they called? Like Thief. What was that other one? Shadow of Sticks or something like that. Yeah, Sticks. It'll be more like those, I think. Gollum. I don't see him doing any combat at all unless he like breaks a fish's neck before he eats it. I'm interested in it, but I get a very, very Telltale vibe from it, like super Telltale games, like fucking QTEs, choices that matter but don't actually matter whatsoever. I'm waiting for them to announce it as episode 1 or something. In some unrelated news, I've heard that there's going to be a Prince of Persia remake. We'll see. This week's really important. Right at the end of the week, we have Gamescom, which is basically European E3. Obviously, the same as everything. It's all going to be live because of the COVID. But it's not going to stop these developers from announcing games. And Ubisoft have something lined up. Xbox have something lined up. I think it's time for both those guys to, you know, piss or get off the pot with the price of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. It's just silly right now. They're both like kicking dirt in each other's eyes in the sandpit. One guy's got a Tonka truck and the other guy wants to play with it and he's crying to his mama. Like, just announce it already, Christ.
No, you go. No, you go. No, you go. No, you go.
Just do it already. I want to give my money. I got my money. Alright, let's move over to some Suicide Squad. I'm not as hyped for this because it's just early, but we'll see. Rocksteady have yet to disappoint, but I'm thinking heavy multiplayer. Alright, cool. So this is called, it's a horrible name as well, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And how they're going to fit that in the box, I don't know. Now this is 2022. When is that new Justice League, oh no, that new Suicide Squad game coming out? Or movie, damn it, there's far too much going on. Look at that, from the creators of the Arkham series. You see what I'm talking about? How has this anything got to do with the Arkham series at all? And I'm telling you, I guarantee you Batman will not show up. Oh, I know he's part of the Justice League, but I don't see him showing up. Bwom. That big giant fucking thing, holy crap. Would that be Brainiac? That could be Brainiac. Kinda give me Sunset Overdrive vibes. Let me turn it up a bit. Just constant focus on Harley Quinn. And she has changed now. We've had her nearly like 4 or 5 games and she's changed every single game. Every single movie. How much can you milk Margot Robbie? My god. She's even been in Fortnite and everything.
Don't worry, boss. We got this. Hey, Boomer! Lay down suppressant fire!
Keep it down high.
Okay, Boomer. Alright. Excited for it. Good. Yeah, maybe we can even fuck around and drop in, drop out stuff.
I believe I can translate. Boomerang has a concussion from the enemy you missed in our last encounter.
Captain Boomerang still being a thing is just it's like Hawkeye, it's just a joke of the group.
Never miss. Yeah, we bloody know. You never shut up about it. Task Force X. Alpha target is in the open. Get your asses.
King Shark is kind of cool, you know. We've all loved Killer Croc, and now he's going to be in a game and a movie. I will give them props on the music. Does this look like a battle royale or what? Oh god. God help us! Like, how is Harley Quinn getting around? I don't know. This one, I'm yeah. Optimistic, I suppose. Alfred won't be a main protagonist. Maybe. He deserves. Maybe we can lock him in a freezer like Tomb Raider 2. He's split on whether I prefer Marvel or DC. Why not both, you know? As that one little taco girl once said, why not both? You don't have to be a fan of either, you know? You're not betraying the other by liking the other, Pyro. Like whatever you like, dude. Don't buy into that shit. I play all, I like all. Boop! Tara's strong, right? So they're looking for their alpha target, and this just happens to be it. Finally!
Look, Superman. The mighty Superman has just rescued that pilot.
The mighty Superman! Doesn't he sound like, is it Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy? Super, like, to the point. Doesn't understand sarcasm. That ain't Superman! God, I was so hoping for the backwards S to make him Bizarro.
So, figure out who we're killing yet?
That's what I would have done. I like the logo. It's kind of like a target on his head. Boink. So that'll be next gen only. 2022. Long ass way away. And that's just a rough date. Who knows after that? So yeah, a lot to digest in that fucking trailer. Holy shit. So I remember when I was saying before they announced anything, I thought it might be the Injustice League, which was where you got all basically the bad guys together, you know, like Lex Luthor and I always liked Bizarro Superman because he's just so fucked up in the head. This felt like the nicer and more just that Superman became, the more fucked up and depraved that Bizarro Superman would get. But I don't know. As far as I know, they're just calling him Evil Superman. So either he's high off his ass on like red or black kryptonite. I don't know. It still could be Bizarro, you know? Just that he's not wearing the right suit. I don't know. Coolest thing about Bizarro is he would absorb kryptonite instead of being weak by it. It's so good. Outcast. Yeah, good. But like, how do you can't really tell much from that game, right? Or from that trailer. You haven't seen the trailer for the new Gotham game. Yeah, I'll show you. It's very quick. Just a logo reveal. I'll show you now in a second. Splitting with it. Yeah, okay. Suicide Squad movies August 6th. Damn. So it won't even remotely be close to it. Thanks, Bernie. I'd show off those trailers, but I just can't be arsed to deal with that kind of copyright right now. Superman has been mind controlled by Brainiac. Yeah, you're right. And he does have this kind of purple vein shit all over his eyes. Bombs over Baghdad!
What is that? Australian for hangover?
Boop. Deadshot looks awesome.
Boomerang has a concussion.
And I like that the way he pops that Batman balloon. There's a good reason for that. That's kind of saying, this ain't Arkham anymore, bitches, you know? But people are kind of a little bit annoyed because, right, it's been 5 years since Arkham Knight. Even more. This is all we've got. There's a lot of turmoil going on over at Warner Brothers and Rocksteady and everything. If you've only got one CGI trailer to show, the 5 years, man. And you've still got 2 years left of development. Jesus. That's crazy. If you read the backstories between some games, most of the development actually came in the last 9 months of development. So if they're 2 years out, I don't even think this game is in a playable form yet. That's a scary thing to think of. But if it is Brainiac doing everything, seems kind of, I don't know. I think it's someone bigger. I think this is some alien force. Like look at these minions. Look at that giant spaceship that came. I don't know either too well, you know. when all the movies started, the DCs and the Marvels, everybody knew pretty much a lot of the movie characters, right? But now we have like things like fucking Black Panther and all these crazy shit, Black Widow, and all these crazy comic book heroes that would have never seen the light of day ever. That's amazing, right? But we're diluting it in a way as well. The new Suicide Squad movie, like I trust in James Gunn, but there's over 15 characters in the movie. Now probably a good portion of them will die, but Jesus Christ, there's one called Weasel that his brother is actually playing, Sean Gunn. He always gets him in there. That's so funny. He's like a giant anthropomorphic weasel. How is like 15 characters gonna get any kind of real estate in one movie? It's mad. But it's supposed to be like a 70s style war movie. How the fuck Harley Quinn is in it then? I don't know. She must be a mystical being that's 300 years old. Anyway, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Doink. That's all we get. That's all we get. Damn. Damn, man. I'm excited. I wonder who that big bad is. With the tentacles and stuff. I don't know. Some kind of cosmic motherfucker. Could it be like... It's too... Let me go back. My first instinct was Brainiac. You know? Let me see, can I get a good frame? That's pretty good. Yeah, my first instinct was Brainiac, but the tentacles are kind of throwing me off. Brainiac's like more of this supercomputer thing. I don't know. Could be some cosmic crazy shit like Darkseid or something. I don't know. When it comes to big bads, it's a little harder to pinpoint some of them with DC. I don't know. It's a good one. That looks like a big giant spaceship. I don't know if that's just me. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. If it is Brainiac, they've definitely they're doing their own thing with him. But I don't know. He's always just felt like this is the issue I have with the bosses in these video games and the movies. The movies, they can't seem to do the big bad properly. We haven't had a good big bad in a comic book movie. Just a very far. Even the original Iron Man, which is great. It just ends up being his boss in a suit. You're like, what the fuck? We need some proper big bads. Even Thanos, because he became such a purple grape meme, he just lost all, like, the amount of snapping memes and stuff. He lost all kind of... And then they humanized him by showing his past life and his daughters and all that. So, I don't know, he never became that much of... He was more of a threat when we didn't know about him. First time we saw him and he's in the Avengers and he spun around in the chair and you're like, holy fuck. Anyway, we'll see. But yeah, Brainiac has always just been Superman. I know you were saying you've got all these little... How are all these little minions, these little members of the Suicide Squad going to take on Superman? Not only that, it's killed the Justice League. It's the whole lot of them, you know? Who knows who they'll use from the Justice League? They could stick with the Justice League. They could go... the Justice Society of America, they could do that, you know, when you start getting a bit more European. But I mean, this game could have fucking Wonder Woman in it. It could have Hawkman. I'm ruling out Batman, but who knows, you know? There's so many. They could have Martian Manhunter in it. How the fuck could these guys stop Martian Manhunter? He's a goddamn cosmic god almost. I like Martian Manhunter. He's my shit. Who else? They could have like Canary, Black Canary, and Oliver Queen maybe. I don't know. Oliver Queen, Green Arrow versus Captain Boomerang. Boomerang. Who would take on King Shark? We need someone on the DC side. On the Justice League side, it's kind of like a monster. Oh, I never miss. I hope to have Martian Manhunter. Yeah! Full on green skin, big blue robe and cape. Yes! Ah. It reminds me of Injustice 2. Yeah, and I guarantee they're going to have an Injustice 3 coming soon as well. It's all about positioning the games. Which will be the first fighting game on next gen? Will be Street Fighter, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, Justice. You'll probably get like Mortal Kombat, the new Mortal Kombat 11 remastered or something. Alright. Let me find that Gollum trailer for you. It's really short. Bombs over Baghdad. It's okay. I'd be interested to see if it is Warner Brothers. Suck my fuckers. Cyborg. Yeah, Cyborg. Yeah. The Flash would be great as well. Yeah. Green Lantern, less said the better. They're desperate to try and bring that back, and I just don't know if it's gonna work. Alright, it's just released today. This is the new Gollum game. Shit, my picture's a bit stretched. I'm sorry. It's the best I could do. It's hard to get rid of them black lines. It's not too bad. I actually like his eyes. He's got like bug eyes. That kind of cute. Oh. The Lord of the Rings. Gollum. Alright, let me see if I can find the picture of his new hair. Just so we can all like point and laugh for a second. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus, what did you do to my Gollum? Gollum! No. Oh man, I hate when it saves as a file and not as an image. I just want to break my whole PC. No, it's a bit much there, but Jesus. Ba, 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 ba. Save it as an image, damn it.
Thank you. Thank you, little one.
I like Green Lantern. They just butchered the movie. Yeah. Jesus, there's been so many actors who have now played multiple superheroes, whether it be DC or Marvel. Now, people forget that everyone's talking about Batfleck again. He was Daredevil. He was OG Daredevil. Like early 2000s comic book movies, which were rough. But I actually kind of like that movie. And then we got Elektra. Oh, God. Oh God! All right. Let's see how we bring this up. Have I got an image? I do not image slideshow. Ba, 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 ba. It's all quiet. So peaceful. So quiet. There you go. There you be going again with that crazy hair. No, not the Windows key, you jammy bastard. Oh, I won't let me move it. Jesus! Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's wrong? What's the matter? I'm not very impressed with Streamlabs today. I don't know what happened. Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Streamlabs? Somebody hurt it. It's been really wacky. Wackadoo. Transition. Look at that hair. Look at that. I did the voice acting for him. You better. You better. Will there be emotes? Where? In what? Oh, he's in front of me. Damn you, Gollum. There you go. Let's take studio mode away. It's more trouble than it's worth. Emotes in what? In Suicide Squad? Jesus Christ. But yeah, if they bring back Green Lantern, there's been many Green Lanterns they could pick from, you know. All right. Cool. I think we've discussed enough of this. We've been going for an hour. Lovely. Let's move over and do some Samurai Jack. So there you go. That was Gotham Knight, lovely, jolly, and Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Biggest title for a game fucking ever since ever.
In breaking news, we've received reports of an explosion somewhere north of the
We're
city.
still waiting for the police to confirm if there are any victims. This story is evolving rapidly.
It's you when you get out of the shower. No, you already cut your hair. Maybe me when I get out of the shower.
Emergency services have confirmed that they've discovered.
I'm mostly excited for Gotham Knights, but it's still early days for Suicide Squad, so I trust in Rocksteady. This be fun. I'd love to see this in the first quarter of next year, along with like Resident Evil 8. Are you kidding me? I think we're going to be relying a lot on third-party games for the first year or so of the next gen, which is completely fine by me. If I get to play, I'm going to wait and get Cyberpunk on the next gen, on PS5. I think that's why they pushed it to November. I hope. I really would, because this PS4 sounds like a Thomas the fucking Tank Engine. Are you going to play the game? Are you going to play the game? Is that Nightwing getting a little grey hair?
This message was automatically triggered when I destroyed
The fact that they put that fucking wheelchair in there. Apparently, Barbara, even in this universe, if it's not Arkham, apparently she's just fucking healed herself from being a paraplegic. As you do, you know? As you fucking... I don't know. I mean, it's comic book universe. Maybe she had some kind of Wayne Tech spinal cord or something. I like Wing. Yeah, I do like Nightwing as well. That's what I was saying. If I was going to play as two, it would be Batgirl and Nightwing. Red Hood does not make sense to me in any capacity. I would have preferred Azrael Pyro, but everyone would have played as Azrael. And especially like being a Gotham Knight. I think Azrael has more than earned himself a game, and if not, a huge part in a game, you know? There's too much confusion with Red Hood. Even giving him guns is stupid. We've learned to hate Red Hood the whole way through the last game. Why the fuck would you do that? I don't care if he had some redemption. I don't care if he had his DLC. You spent the whole game being pissed at the dude. So silly. This is not a redemption story. They just needed a fourth and couldn't think of one. I would have went with Azrael. But here's the good thing as well. Nightwing's actually the eldest of all four of them, so he kind of takes it upon himself to be the leader. So that'll make for some good, like, arguments between the four. He's basically, you know, he's got the Leonardo from the TMNT thing going on. It's like, I'm blue. I'm the leader because I'm blue. Yeah, I don't get Red Hood. Look at this stupid, what are incapacitating bullets? Silly. Like, he is the darkest. And he's got the Raphael thing going on. He's going to be pissed the whole way through. He's going to have anger issues. He's going to be killing people when he shouldn't be. So he has good potential story-wise. But I just can't stand the bugger. See, her cape looks fantastic there. Boom. See, look, that's how Robin gets around. You're able to position that. God, that trailer. There is little bits of gameplay in that trailer. I love that. Look. Now that room right there, sorry to rewind so much, that room makes me think that Riddler's back. Is this music like Saw or what? And then you got blades. Watch this. Boom! How fast was that? Anyway. There's a bed calling my name. Good night, Amid. Sleep well, dude. See, they've only ever showed off Mr. Freeze. That makes me think it's a little way off. Gotham Knight. Boo-boo. I love it. I love it. I even love the name. But the only problem is we just probably about 10 years ago. But that game, Gotham City Imposters. Yeah. You might say, oh, people won't get confused. Watch it happen. Watch it happen.
Not a whisper word is said.
And if done right, the talents could be cool. Look at all these little boxes. They could all be full of villains and talents, you know? And a possibly brainwashed Batman. This guy is skinny for Batman. Oh. He's pretty skinny. But I would bet like $50 Batman ain't dead. He ain't close to dead. You know that the Talons probably just walked in. They always knew about the fucking Wayne Manor. Just walked in and incapacitated him. They put let's see, Red Hood's cool. Usually, yeah, guns like a punk. Yeah, I know. Like, after Arkham Knight, just seems like a very silly choice. Nobody's gonna pick him. Could have put Damian Wayne as Robin, Tim Drake as whatever he became after. Yeah, that's true. Red Robin, yeah, or a possible new Batman or something. Yeah, yeah, totally. But no one really cares. But yeah, if anyone was gonna be the next Batman, I mean, I think Nightwing deserves it more. But he's his own thing now, and good for him. So I think Tim Drake would fit. But he's still very young. I think he's the youngest Robin as well, isn't he? Oh man, I would love Azrael so much. I mean, he uses swords and shit.
In breaking news,
And he fights like the League of Assassins too. Anyway. Alright, cool. Alright, give me a little second and I will move over and we're going to play some Samurai Jack. Does that sound good? But thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I hope I broke things down enough. I hope you're all satisfied. Apparently early 2021 from Gotham Knights and 2022 for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I'm excited. I'll keep you all up to date. You know, even if it's just feckin' rumors and stuff. It's still going to be awesome fun. I love doing these podcasts. I know they're like pseudo podcasts, not exactly the same as everyone else's, but I love it. It's just discussions, fun, good. Let's go play some games now, huh? Let's play some Samurai Jack for a little bit. Oh yeah! Thank you, Goose. I know these are very talky talk ones. I remember the second one I ever did was just about the specs of PS5 and Xbox Series X, and about 20 minutes into it, I realized I had said the word silicon chip about 80 times, and I'm like, I'm done. I feel like I'm gonna vomit a silicon chip. Yeah. So I know they're not for everybody, but I love you guys. I love it. If you want to stick around and watch some Samurai Jack goodness, I would love that. And if you can't, it's all good. It's all good. I'll be back. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm just gonna switch around the Elgato and all that good stuff. Cheers, guys.
Gotham will need its protectors.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
I'm leaving you the Belfry as base of operations.
The Belfry. Oh man, I can't wait.
Some of the technology
I'm excited. See you in a minute.